And Hungary is over here by Romania. You are going to pick one of these countries and then one of the names associated with the country, and you'll become that person from that country on that particular BaiBoard page. We are venturing off into immigration in our unit that we are currently engaged in, and wanted to touch off today with just a basic understanding of where most of the immigration occurred in the late 1800s to the early 1900s, which was primarily Europe. Had 3 different countries. The students, when I formatted the instruction page, they could pick from the 3 countries, and they could pick the common names associated with those early immigrants to be someone, and to try to help them to be involved more in the story, in the lesson, where they could take the learning personally to themselves and then imagine themselves being aboard a ship, well, first crossing over many different country borders, going to England, boarding a steamship, and then crossing the Atlantic to New York, and then picturing themselves involved in the life of an immigrant.
It helps you understand what they feel and what they have experienced.
With the hands-on experience, you might remember it a little better because you're not just writing it down. Because it's more like hands-on activities, and if you get to see other people's like projects and stuff, you might learn a little more than you learn doing your own project.
Because this makes it look like they're coming back. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
So just draw another line to England.
Right. So you would connect Italy to England and then to New York.
Okay.
In Italy, they would have to work really hard, like all day, and they would only make $1.40. But in America, they would work really hard all day and like make $20. So it's one of the reasons why they came to America.
You're going to choose the girls' names are out here on the end.
Okay.
So you'll pick one of the girls that goes with that country. Like this one, Austria-Hungary. I put a picture of a boy and then I chose Austria-Hungary. Here's Herman.
I'm a resource teacher, and I work with students with learning disabilities, and the iPads help tremendously because they are able to have a text that's read to them, so they're able to do that at their own pace instead of me reading to all of them at once. And also something really neat that they were working with today is a lot of them have trouble spelling, and so they were able to use the microphone to state their summary instead of spelling it all out, and so that was a huge help. Also, being able to go into Google Images and see the story kind of come to life, that really helps them as well.
You need to put the other country title though in there if you're going to split up the names.
Instead of like having to write all the paper and like your hands cramping, it's just typing, and like iPads are fun, and you get to like do something instead of a boring old paper.
And for me to have that student engagement where it minimizes the behavior problems and they're working together, they're staying focused, and see the learning happening in such a interactive way, it makes me feel good as a teacher knowing that when my kids come in my class, they'll give me a yes that they're coming to class.